It's Low Country Live.
Well, also today, home from war, but with so many thoughts, ideas, and experiences. It can be a lot for a soldier and the whole family. The military chaplain is here with how spouses can help with going from soldier to civilian. And coming up next, moving from soldier to every citizen. It's a process not only for the service member, but for the entire family. And one man knows that military life firsthand. Well, in recent years, there's been a renewed effort in America to focus on our service members. Troops have been deployed across the globe, battling terrorism and protecting America's freedoms. Then those troops come home, moving from military life back to maintain society. And it can be tough. Lee Escobar is an Army Reserve's captain and chaplain, and he's here with how to move from soldier to civilian and how our spouses can help. Thank you for joining us this morning. You know, that's a very real, there's an adjustment process, especially if they've been deployed for quite some time. They're coming back and they've got to make that transition. And sometimes the spouses have to be really involved and help with that transition, right?
Correct.
You know, what are some ways that spouses can help with that initially when their soldier comes back?
Well, first of all, they need to start preparing before the soldier actually returns or for their military member returns. And the most important thing is to share, get goals together and share those goals together. And my whole philosophy is prepare before you need them to, before they come back home. So that way when they're back home, you're already prepared and ready to make things happen and actually to make that transition a lot easier, faster, and quicker.
You know, what we're finding out too when these soldiers come home, sometimes it's difficult to find a job, and sometimes that can become an issue, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. It's unfortunate, and I've seen it so many times. You have the military member in charge of millions of dollars of equipment, also coming back and protecting lives and in charge of a lot of personnel, have to come back to the United States or come back home or even retire, and next thing you know, they're either working at McDonald's or working at a gym. They can't even find a job. And if you really look at it, if it's hard for our civilians in this economy to find a job, how much more for the military member to move into a civilian world when they haven't been given any other options except for being in the military.
And of course that means their financial status can shift a little bit, especially if their spouse that has remained home was a stay-at-home parent and they took care of the children, so that can create some financial issues. But you have ways that they can get more financially sound.
That's correct. In my book Rich Soldier, one thing that I really focus on is that there's several areas that we have to change. First of all, they have to evaluate, and in the evaluation process, where are you at, where you're going, how you're going to get there, and make sure that this actual spouse is doing that together with the military member. Then after that, they have to evolve. Evolve, it means we realize that things are about to change, we accept it. Then once you accept it, next thing you have to do is educate yourself. The rules of money have changed. The way things are take place in the civilian world is a lot different than the military world, and they have to start educating themselves not just on a academic education level, but on a financial education level. I really believe they're taught what they're taught when they get out is the only option that they have is to get a job, work for someone else. But I want to give our soldiers and our military members another option. That's entrepreneurship. That's being investors. That's opening up their own business, because our soldiers and our military members have so many qualities and traits that could give them a better financial security in an economy like this by opening up businesses and being entrepreneurs.
And you do training like that around the country, talking about just how to do that.
Absolutely. I travel around the country pretty much. The weekends that I do go out, I'm teach anywhere between 100 to 150 people every weekend about financial security, financial independence. And my goal is to take our military and take even our civilians to a place of financial freedom. Because in today's economy, we can't trust a job. We're taught that having a job is safe, but what we've realized in the years is it's risky. We're taught that investing is risky, but it's actually safe once you know how. That's where the educational process comes in. Learn a financial education. Just like you're taught how to get a job, you can be taught how to become an entrepreneur and a successful one. Then once you have that training, the final step is to execute.
Right, and you have a book, you said?
Correct, Rich Soldier.
And how would they get that?
They can go to the website, richsoldier.com, and go there, and we'll be having it up on Amazon. And once it comes out, they'll be able to get access to it.
All right, well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. My pleasure. As a former Army vet myself, congratulations, and thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much.
I appreciate it.